One of Sonic's most iconic moves, if not his most iconic move, period, is his spin dash.
Here comes the boom!
And it really got me thinking, if Sonic was a Beyblade, launching it would be the spin dash, right? It seems like nowadays we do have a lot of crossovers with Beyblade. The other day at the toy shop I saw like an Iron Man Beyblade and Transformers Beyblade as well. So what if we took both of these and turned Sonic into a Beyblade? So the first thing I did is that I googled it to see if anybody had this idea before. As it turns out, somebody had. I found this model by Ghostmaster Presents on Tangs, and it seems like it's a Sonic-inspired Beyblade just as I imagined. The only thing that got me worried is that there's not a single like real-life picture, so that might mean that the person just 3D modeled it and then they didn't actually print it and test it to see if it works. So that's the first thing I did. I printed the top and the Beat Beast's chip. At first it didn't seem like there was any issues because the model was fine. But then when I tried to assemble it, the Beat Beast didn't quite fit. So I had to test a bunch of times, but I ended up scaling it to 96% and then it snapped it right in place. Now regarding the bottom, this was one of the things that made it clear that probably this person didn't test the model, because once you try to put it in the 3D printing program, this spiral part here doesn't actually print like that. Fortunately, the slicer does have functionality to fix models, so I just used that and it printed it out fine as well. Now at this point in time, I had all the pieces and the part fit in quite nicely, but I still felt like something was missing. Clearly the creator envisioned it being fully 3D printed, but I don't think that's ideal. It lacks a bit of personality and doesn't quite look as polished as a real Beyblade. So I started to design some stickers for it. The first of them being the Beat Beast sticker, which is this drawing right in the middle of the Beyblade, right? The illustration I used for this is from the cover of Sonic Adventure, specifically because Sonic is like displayed in a position that is quite round. So I thought it would like fit in quite nicely since the sticker also has to be round, right? So I basically just added the colorful border and then also added his name in Japanese at the bottom. And that already looks quite like a regular Beat Beast from Beyblade. Ghostmaster Presents has also included quite an interesting detail at the top of the bottom part, which is an instar engraving. Since the bottom part is red, it really resembles those springs that we have in Sonic, so I thought I might as well add a yellow star there. Last but not least, I decided to include some stickers on the blades and of the shapes around the Beyblade that resemble Sonic's quills. And for those, I needed a bit of inspiration. I looked at Dranzer's design because the Beyblade is also blue. So I noticed that they use a gradient, like all the Beyblades, the old style Beyblades use gradients for the blade stickers. And I tested a bunch of different colors, but I ended up going with a combination of yellow and green, which I think looked the best.
That's what I'm talking about!
Now, all that's left for us to do is to test the Beyblade, right? So the first run that I did is on like regular floor. It seems to work fine, but the tip got quite damaged. And I think one of the reasons for that is because I used PLA as the material and it has a low melting temperature, like compared to other thermoplastics. And the reason why I'm saying temperature is because the issue here is actually the friction between the Beyblade and the floor, right? It isn't as bad if I just launch it in like the base stadium, which is plastic, but for sure I'd like to make it more resistant. I did try like an alternative design that I could use a rivet as like the Beyblade tip, but I had a hard time securing the rivet in place, so I scrapped that idea. For now, I'll leave it as it is, but maybe in the future I'll try printing it in PETG, which should be more temperature resistant. Now let's see how it does in a real battle against an official Beyblade, shall we? Unfortunately, Sonic lost the battle, but as you can see, he's doing fine. He did take some damage, if you look at the blade there, right at the side, but that's it. Not bad for a 3D printed Beyblade, right? I really liked how it turned out. Personally, I think it looks a lot like an official Beyblade. Let's see if maybe Sonic and Beyblade collaborate in the future to bring us official ones. But for now, that's it. See you guys next time.